Imagine you're standing outside your small garage in Uppsala, Sweden. The same garage where this whole journey started. The same cracked pavement, the same metal doors slamming in the wind. Except today the air feels different. Today it feels like something's about to begin. You just said goodbye to the family, those last little moments. A hug that lingers a second longer. A drive safe that suddenly means more than it usually does. They always hit harder when you know the road ahead is just calaveras. It's thoughts, memories, and whatever else catches up to you when the world outside the windshield goes quiet. The truck is idling, warm and patient. The north is calling. Not softly, not politely, but with that deep pull you feel somewhere behind your ribs. Northern Scandinavia. Long empty stretches of road, forests that stand like old gods, mountains that don't care who you are. Skies so big they make your own problems look small for a while. So here we are, back where it started, ready to go further than we've ever gone. Letting the road decide the next chapter of these Truck Sim Diaries. And in this video series, I record my Euro Truck Simulator 2 gameplay, and I use it as a backdrop for my unscripted thoughts on what's going on in my life and the world around me. Sometimes I will have a lot to say, sometimes I will just comment on the gameplay, and sometimes I'll just be quiet. Either way, I'm glad you're here, so let's take a look at how we're gonna go about cruising these Nordic Horizons. Now, let me first tell you about World of Trucks. World of Trucks is this kind of community thing that the developers of this game have to make jobs that the community can take part of and finish together. It's not a multiplayer experience per se, like we're not driving in the same world technically, but the jobs are created by SCS software and they're available to find in the game. It's not like the normal cargo market, but it's these handmade kind of missions. And whenever they release a new DLC, they make this this event to make the players, experience the new DLC. And it's usually some amount of cargo that is going to be delivered, and like I make a 20-ton delivery, you make a 20-ton delivery, that means that we have delivered 40 tons. Now, for Nordic Horizons, there are a couple of goals, both for the community and for the individual players. And the goal for the community is to deliver, I think it's somewhere along the lines of 300 million tons. And this event started when the Nordic Horizons DLC was dropped, and I think that we're just a couple, less than 100,000 tons from finishing it. Like the community has gone insane over this. And then there are these personal goals. And the personal goals for the SCS software Cruising Nordic Horizons, that is you are to deliver cargo to or from 6 of the cities in Norway, 6 of the cities in Sweden, and 6 of the cities in Finland. Then you complete your personal goal. And now when the community goal and the personal goals are finished, the players who take part in this, they get some little reward. Usually it's like the little owl that we have, or owl in our cockpit. He's in the cab. He's from the Greece DLC SCS software World of Trucks event. So we are going to finish those. We are going to finish 6 deliveries to or from any city in Norway, 6 deliveries to or from any delivery in Sweden, and 6 deliveries to and from any city in Finland, so that we get our rewards. But we're not going to stop there. This is not SCS software World of Trucks Cruising Nordic Horizons event. This is the Truck Sim Diaries Cruising Nordic Horizons event. And what we're going to do is we're going to make a delivery to or from all of the cities in the expansion. In Norway, in Sweden, and Finland. That's all the cities you can see here on the map. And on this list. So, first we're going to try to do the community and personal goal for World of Trucks, and then we're going to continue with our own Cruising Nordic Horizons event. And here's how the map looks in-game. We go into this tab, External Market. And these are all the cities that we need to deliver to and from. However, as you can see, when I click them, I can't see any jobs there. So I need to be in the particular city to see any of the particular jobs. And for instance, we're going to take this one. We're going to go from Uppsala to Borlänge. We're going to deliver potted flowers. It's available for another 21 hours and 27 minutes. The cargo mass is 3,839 kilos, so it's not very heavy at all. But that is going to give us the first city in Sweden for the Cruising Nordic Horizons DLC. And from Borlänge, hopefully, we will see any of the other cities. I don't know, so I don't know. I guess we'll just find out together, huh? So first things first is we need to hop in the cab. And I just noticed that someone has been tagging easy here. Ain't that quite the coincidence? And another thing that I thought we were going to do that's going to be fun is I'm going to try to sync the weather and daylight hours to the actual weather and daylight hours we have going on. And that means it's going to be a lot of rain and there's going to be a lot of darkness because we don't have much of anything else right now going on in Sweden. Today we actually had some pretty clear weather, so looks like we're in the green for now, but you know, you never know what's going to happen. All right, we're set. Let's go to Borlänge.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go. All right, cargo's loaded.
Time to get the job done.
It's time to get the job done.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left and then turn right.
And this job is, well, it's 4 tons of potted flowers from Uppsala to Borlänge. It's going to be 200 kilometers. ETA is in 3 hours and 22 minutes of in-game time. That equals about 11 minutes of real-world driving. And honestly, now that I think about it, I'm not even sure that this job is going to count, because I think maybe it's going to need to be over 200 kilometers, or it's 150 or something. I don't know. We're going to be just fine,
Get ready
because
to turn left.
even if the delivery to there doesn't count, hopefully the delivery from there is
Turn
going to
left.
count. Or maybe it was 150 kilometers. I don't really remember.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Wonder when the next time will be that we're going to be back here. And as you can tell, it's 9:30 and it's not really light out. And this is what it's like. The sun is low for the entire day. The sun today, let me give you a live
At the roundabout,
report
take
here.
the second exit.
Today, tomorrow the sun is gonna rise at 8:38, and it's gonna set at 14:43.
Exit now.
And to be honest, oh shit, I need to lower the axles here. Yeah, that's much better. To be honest, this November and December has been a little rough when it comes to weather, because it's been like, it's as if someone has put a lid on the entire country
Exit now.
for almost 2 months. It's just been raining and been dark. Today was actually the first time that I could get a sense of there being it actually cleared up a little bit today. So I could actually get a sense of the sun being up there, but I haven't seen the sun in like, I don't know. Before today, I don't think I've seen the sun in an entire month. It's just been raining. And you know, it really gets to you. But thankfully, we are like closing up for Christmas. Like, we're getting closer to, it's like the end of the semester for everything. It is the end of my, I took my son to ping pong class today. And the end of the semester is going to be next week. And the end of my daughter's piano class is going to be next week. And the end of my daughter's figure skating is going to be next week. And then kind of, also we have the same kind of, you know, kind of situation where we're kind of wrapping things up. Of course, there's a lot of people who are like, you know, fussing about how you need to get stuff done before Christmas, but I've stopped stressing about things, and it's fucking amazing. It's the best thing I've ever done. I used to be really stressed because I used to want to give people everything that they asked for. This is a particular common thing in Sweden. We have these roads that are 2+1, so it's 2 lanes going in one way and 1 lane going in the other way, and then after a couple kilometers it switches so that my lane is going to be the 1 lane, and then there's going to be 2 lanes going in the opposite direction. And driving during the summer, normally these kind of roads, they're fine. It's not a problem. Like if it's a fast road and you end behind a truck, yeah, you're gonna have to go a couple kilometers behind the truck. It's not the end of the world. But like during the summer, it can be really frustrating when everyone who's on vacation and who are, like I said, they're fucking stressed. And every time the road is gonna merge into 1 lane, it becomes this fucking race of who can be the biggest goddamn idiot to try to squeeze their car in front of everyone else. It's just ridiculous and dangerous. I don't know why they build these roads. I think maybe it's to kind of get as much road as possible for as little width as possible. Like obviously 2+1 takes a lot less space than 2+2. Oh, we're going into Västerås. This tunnel here, it's one of those landmarks. We're not gonna stop in Västerås today. It's actually 2 tunnels. First this one, and then there's the other. I wonder if they've made the other one. No. Well, it's fine with just the one. Yeah, I'm not going to point out everything that, you know, obviously this is like a compressed map because it takes a lot more than a couple minutes to drive between Uppsala and Västerås, but, you know, the game is what it is. I'm just happy to see all this great stuff that they've made. And having a break from taking my kids to their activities is gonna be it's gonna be really refreshing. And having the break from work is I haven't actually been thinking about it much, but it's gonna be real nice. Hopefully I'm gonna get some more time to for some trucking, some time with the family, some time outdoors.
Take the 3rd exit.
yeah, we're lacking snow. It is not unheard of to be without snow for this long, but... And personally, I don't mind. I could go without snow for the entirety of December, January, and February, but that's just me. And I know my wife, she's tortured by this darkness, and when the snow hits, it really helps with that because, well, snow is white and it reflects a lot of light, so you get this, it, you know, sky is still black, but that was a little better. And my kids fucking love playing around in the snow. So there's that. So for their sake, I kind of wish that we could get some snow, but for my sake, man, I'm doing just fine with 5 degrees of rain, if I'm going to be completely honest. Go. We're gonna make this delivery, and after that, I'm just gonna go and open up the contracts map and see if I can find the next job for us. It's 12:43, so we've got about 2 hours of daylight, and so maybe it's not the best thing in the world to well, it's not, maybe not the smartest thing in the world to enable the autumn mod and the real world daylight hours when I'm going to look at experience and also show you what seems to be the greatest DLC ever made. But I figured, you know, it'll be fun, and I'm gonna give you the real experience of what it's actually like to be here. It is not polar bears and reindeers. It is darkness and rain crushing you for half a year. And then it's the best summer you could ever imagine.
Turn left.
I've never been to Borlänge. I've known a couple people who are from here, and they all talk about it like it is the most depressing place to live, because each and every, they don't know, they're completely different people from completely different walks of life that I've met in completely different situations, but they all share the same like story that like Borlänge is a place that you just need to get out of there. Doesn't matter where you go or what you do, you can't stay. You just gotta leave. And I feel sad for Borlänge. But yeah, they're like not very happy about it.
Right. Take the second exit. Exit now. Turn left.
All right, here we go.
Fine. We are here.
Oh, what is this yard? Let's see if we can figure out where we are. Oh, we're here? Yeah. But fear not, I have done this before. Believe it or not. Gotta roll the window down and look out into the rain. All right, here we go. Let's unload it. All right, we went from Uppsala to Borlänge, with Borlänge being the first city in the Cruising Nordic Horizons event. And stats for the job, 202 kilometers. 28.9 liters per 100, not very good, considering we only carried 4 tons. No damage, 17 minutes of driving. From IKA, which would be IKEA, to Norrsken, which means Northern Lights. Odometer, 4 tons. Planned 200, real 202. Income was 4,995. 749 for taxes. 92 credits for Fuel cost, revenue was 4,152. The job was too short to be considered hardcore. So there's that. Alright, let's just keep going. Alright, let's take a look at the contracts. Normally we would say goodbye by now and all of that, but we're just gonna keep going. We're gonna see what we get. We have a lot of cities left to go. We could do potted flowers to Västerås. We could do potted flowers to Gävle. Nynäshamn would not be eligible for Cruising Northern Horizons. Latvia would not be. Estonia. What about this one? You know what? Let's go to Västerås. It is short. Oh no, it's too short. Can't do it. It's not going to count. Good call. Let's see what else we got. We got Växjö, doesn't count. I think we're going to need to go with either Kokkola or... that's it. This is our only option because both Västerås and Gävle are too close. So those wouldn't count. Because Kokkola is on the list. That's where we're going. Begin delivery. Let's go. Finland waits for no one. Let's go. Now that I think about it, maybe the best thing would be to just drive over to the neighboring city, because that would give us the from delivery. Now we already have the to delivery to this one. So what I should have done is gone over to the closest city, pick up the cargo, or like take another contract from there. That would be more clever. See if we can even find our spot in this rain. I think it's here. But I don't want to abort now that I've already accepted the contract, so... We're just gonna have to live with the decisions that we've made, but now at least I have a plan for next time. I really didn't like sticking my head out in the window. I'm gonna try to do this with the mirror only. Well, I can tell you, it's green. Let's load it up. Cargo's loaded. And we got less than 45 minutes of daylight time. So without further ado, we're ready to roll. this job is 600 kilometers. We got fuel for 1,016 kilometers. ETA's in 13 hours. Rest is in 9 hours and 8 minutes. And this is what it's like, guys. It's 2 o'clock, it's raining, and the sun is setting. And the sun is not gonna rise until 8:45 tomorrow. It's fucking brutal.
At the roundabout, take the first exit. Exit now.
But it is kind of cozy as well. And I got about, let's say, 40 minutes of playtime left, and then I'm gonna have to pull it over and just go to bed, I suppose. But I figured we'd make the most out of these 40 minutes. I actually look forward to this little more freer format. I know I've been talking about it, you know, every now and then. That I want to do it because it's less pressure in the production of the whatever. And a part of me thinks it's liberating, and a part of me feels a little nervous because I'm afraid that it's going to be less quality or poorer quality. But you know, it's fine, and I don't think it will be. I think we're going to be just fine. My wife had a fucking scare at work. A bunch of her colleagues were being fired, and her employer didn't really handle it very well because obviously when something like that happens, there's going to be rumors, and everyone is going to be afraid, and people are going to, like, you know, if it was me, I'd be like, I'd start looking for a job before I even, you know. I would look for a job before I even knew whether or not I was being, you know, targeted. Thankfully, she wasn't on the hit list, I suppose, but man. She already has enough on her plate with the drama with her parents and her sister.
Keep right.
Or her family, rather. And it's been a little rough. The sleep hasn't been the best, you know, because of this. And then this fucking scare didn't really help. It is nothing major, but you know, it's enough to give you some perspective, you know what I mean? Like, we could easily live off of my paycheck. But kind of reminds you how fast things can change, because they really, really can. Before you know it, you could be in a completely different life situation. And it's not just, you know, getting fired. That is, you know, a lot worse things could happen. You could get some kind of chronic illness that you have to live with just that you just have to live with for the rest of your life. I've been thinking about that since I got 2 work injuries now. Like I got 2 scars on my body that I don't really want there. It's fine, but I would rather not have scars from work. And so the 2 work injuries that I'm talking about, that is one is the funny one and one is the bloody one. Well, both are bloody. One is the funny one where I punched myself in the nose and I bled so much, and I went to the emergency room and they glued it up, and it's fine. It's gonna be fine. And the other one is a light fixture fell, and I kind of, by instinct, tried to catch it, and it cut really deep into my arm. So I got this pretty big scar on my arm, and I got some pain in my arm when I flex my muscles. I actually get some pain. I'm gonna get it, checked out by the insurance company and stuff like that. But like, I'm probably gonna have to live with that for the rest. It's not, it's not over the top, but.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Oh shit! What about crashing a cop car? So like, no one is like gonna perform surgery until my skin is so that you can't tell, and like, if I get nerve or tissue or muscle damage, I'm just gonna have to live with that. It is like, things like that can happen, So you gotta be fucking careful, because before you know it, you need to readjust your life after a new, after a new thing. I'm always on about, you need to take care of yourself because you need to last for a long time. I want you to eat right. I want you to exercise. I want you to take care of yourself, because you need to last for a long time.
Go straight on.
Swear to God, where are we? Oh, we're here. Thought I recognized this rest stop. Yeah, we're gonna connect to the E4 and start heading north. Now we're heading east. forward to seeing what. Now we're on the E4. This is the main artery road that I've been talking about. This is one of the roads that I've driven most times in my life. It goes between Uppsala, the city I live in, and Umeå, the city I was born in. And I've taken that drive so many times.
Please watch the speed.
And we got some iconic, iconic scenery like this that we're passing right now. I know exactly where this is. I've seen it so many times.
Please mind the speed.
It's extremely familiar. So here's another, this is the camouflage AJ37. That is the attack variant, the ground attack variant of the Viggen fighter jet. Classic. You know how I often read questions from Reddit to use as a foundation for a conversation, or a monologue rather. I found another place for it, and it's going to be asking the Oracle, which is my iPad. And it can think of a couple of good questions. It's like this journal app that has these writing prompts, and I'm going to use them as talking prompts. And of course, if you want to, all the questions that I bring up or anything, if you want to answer it, the comment section is wide open. I really appreciate every kind word that I get from you guys. So if you want to answer it too, just go ahead and type your heart out. Alright, first question from the Oracle. What do you want to pay attention to tomorrow? And I think I am going to pay attention to my time management and my screen time, because do you remember how a couple episodes back I told you that I have been very good at not using my screen? The phone screen, like being distracted. Well, I've kind of fallen I stopped thinking about it and I fell back into old patterns. I'm not like, hooked to the screen all the time or anything like that. It's just I've been starting to use my phone a little bit more just to pass time, and I've noticed that ever since I started doing that, it's just more of it's like the days become a lot shorter, and it's like it's this fog over my mind. It's a wait station. Cops use this to pull trucks over to check that they are within the limits. It's not like a border or anything. It's just they just do random checks to make sure that everyone's abiding by the law. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna pay attention to that. moving forward because I've been slipping a little bit and I'm not really proud of it. And the other thing I'm gonna make sure that we're gonna pull over here because I think, yeah, I think this is my favorite rest stop.
Keep right.
Kinda. We need to pull over because I need to go, because I need to pay attention to my, which was another thing that I said that I was gonna pay attention to. It's my bedtime routine. I need to be in bed by 9:30, not later.
Please make a U-turn when possible.
So I'm gonna pull it over here. Get some rest.
Okay, let's find a new route.
And then we'll pick it up on the next opportunity.
Reroute.
All right. That's it. Thank you for taking the time with us. I really appreciate it. And remember to take care of yourself, because you need to last for a long time. Bye.